Loughlin's daughter has quite the list of accomplishments in rowing.
She is an accomplished rower.
If you buy the resume that was submitted to USC, according to the federal government, they just released this morning. This is the
resume.
The resume. I think it's called something else in
CV
rowing, but that was submitted to USC. Now, remember, Olivia Jade hasn't actually rowed a day in her life, not competitively. Her high school counselor confirmed that.
And they're saying she won all these awards and this and that.
She got bronze medals, gold medals, silver medals.
None of it's true.
It's all made up.
Now, what is
There's a long list of things
all
in the
made
document.
Up.
Yes.
Here's what's really interesting about this.
Now, by the way, we should say, obviously, the federal government is submitting this because they believe, the prosecutors believe, that this shows that this was all a ruse, that they made it all up, that Lori and her husband Mossimo made all this up and lied to USC.
Great theory.
To get her in.
Great theory. Here's the problem with it. The government never said who was responsible for the resume. And if it's not Lori,
and if it's
not Mossimo, and it's Rick Singer, who's going off on his own, or somebody else at USC, and they weren't involved, it helps Lori Loughlin. It helps her, and it hurts the prosecutor. And it's interesting that they never said in this document who wrote it. Did Lori know about it? Did Lori co-sign on it? They never say.
Why, Harvey, let me ask you a question. Why would someone go off on a frolicking detour and put all these falsified records before the USC people unless they were told by their client to take any means necessary to make their
And I'll give you that answer. Rick Singer had 1,600 clients. Lori Loughlin and Mossimo had to pay $500,000. $200,000 went to Rick Singer's personal charity. And God knows what else Rick Singer did with that money. So if Rick Singer has that kind of cash coming in, he could be faking a resume to make sure it happens. That's the problem.
That's an interesting way of looking at it. Maybe they were paying for him to fake records so their daughter, who isn't qualified, could get into a university that she had no business to get into.
And maybe that's true. Why didn't they put it in the document, Derek?
They're trying to show you that USC was not in on the fraud. You're looking at the document for the wrong reason.
They put it in the document. I'm just saying, the government has an axe to grind with Lori Loughlin. And I wanted to use...
I mean, they're prosecuting her. It's not an axe to grind.
It's an axe to grind.
They're prosecuting her. That's not an axe to grind. She was indicted.
She defrauded an illustrious institution. That's why they have an axe to grind.
She's going to be found not guilty. Here's what they did. They said, Lori and Mossimo, we're prosecuting you. Plead guilty. And they said, no, we didn't do it. We're going to fight this. You're going to fight it? We're going to add another charge. Now plead guilty. No, we're going to fight it. You're going to fight it? We're going to add another charge. And they did that. So they have an axe to grind against Lori Loughlin. And I'm telling you, this document, they never tied it to Lori and Mossimo. The government is reaching here to get them to just submit, and it's not going to happen.
And that's a big loose end to leave there. The prosecutors, you would think, would say that we have evidence that they actually
didn't say it.
wrote
and they
this.
didn't say it.
How you doing? My name is Kendall Smith. I'm calling from D.C. With that, I got to go with Harvey on that as well. I mean, it's all about the documents, the chain of the processes and stuff like that. So, like I said, she might beat it because everyone didn't do their due diligence on the prosecutor's side, and now here they are dealing with something that can allow them to just walk.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing that shows is that there was someone at USC who knew, at least one person who's since been fired.
Right.
And
we don't even know how much of a sacrificial lamb she was either.
Right.
So we'll find out.
Just to note, that comment came from a guy wearing swindle on his shirt, just so you know.
What? So,
shirt said swindle.
Are you really going to just try
First
and
of all,
go after?
It said Swindell, not Swindle.
Dude, Swindell and Swindle, very close.
Gee,
very close.
Could your motivation for saying that be that he disagreed with you, Derek?
It sure is. And it sure is.